Hey guys, how's it going? Solo back here with another daily update video. And as you can see by looking at the heat map here, a lot of green on the board, right? Just a lot of green. So overall, green day in the market. I mean, on my watch list, the only tickers that were red even a little bit during the day were, of course, the one stock I own shares in, and that was Space or Virgin Galactic. So we'll talk about that in a second. But overall, I mean, great rebound from where we were yesterday, especially yesterday right before market closed. So if you missed the news already, you saw that Joe Biden has selected Kamala Harris as the VP pick. So I guess the market liked that. You know, I'm not sure if this is all due to the VP pick or if this is just from a rebound from a red day yesterday, but at least it didn't tank the market, right? Because some people were thinking that if the Dems take control of Congress or take control of the presidency, then that might be bad for the overall economy or the stock market. So I guess we haven't seen the effects of that yet, if it is true or if you do believe that. But take a look at big tech, right? Amazon 2.6, Facebook, Google up a little over 1%, Apple up big 3.3%. Also, if you missed it, Tesla said that they're going to do a 5-to-1 stock split, just like Apple's 4-to-1 stock split. So kind of crazy in the big tech world, right? I mean, let's take a look at Virgin Galactic or Space, because I have, as you've seen from my prior videos, 200 shares on Virgin Galactic. And I also opened up a couple meme plays yesterday by selling some puts at the $13.50 strike price for, I mean, a couple of bucks here, basically just spending money for the week. But again, you know, I couldn't find a good setup today, especially because the whole market was green. It wasn't an ideal day to sell a cash you could put on anything. So Space was down. Actually, Space was like the one stock on my watch list that was actually down while everything was green. So I thought that it might be another good opportunity to open up some more puts on Space. It was a little bit harder because today is Wednesday. So if I wanted to sell a weekly, it was only about 2 to 3 days until expiration. So the premiums were already kind of Theta decayed. But I did end up opening up more meme options on Virgin Galactic. I opened up a couple more puts at the $13.50 strike because honestly, why not? I sold them for $2 each in premium, and I sold 10 of these contracts because, you know, I had a lot of collateral laying around right now, and I figured might as well make a couple bucks out of it as opposed to just being all cash all week. So, you know, I have the potential to make 20 bucks from my prior 5 contracts that I opened yesterday because I sold those at $4 each. And I sold 10 more today for $2 each, so the potential to make another 20 bucks. So I have 15 contracts open right now on Virgin Galactic puts at the $13.50 strike price, and my max profit for this week is going to be 40 bucks. So let's just see, $13.50 in collateral per contract. I have 15 contracts open, so I have currently $20,250 in Space contracts right now, which is kind of crazy to think about, but these things are so far out of the money. I mean, look at this right now, the chance of profit is 97%. So I'm feeling pretty comfortable with it right now. I mean, I'm already overall in the money because since 5 of them are at $4 and 10 are at $2, my cost basis is a little around like $3 and some change. So, you know, doing $40 divided by my collateral of $20,250, it's not much. You know, it's about 0.2% return on my risk for the week. You know, it's kind of like that meme where it's not much, but it's an honest day's work. So, I mean, I'll take hopefully what will be an easy 0.2% this week, especially in a very choppy trading week. I mean, just to put that into perspective, if you can do that every week, that's still about 10% return of your year, which is better than any bank account in terms of a checking account or savings account. So I'm happy with that. Like I said, my other option was just to be cash gang and just be 100% cash all week long. But at least this way, I can make hopefully 40 bucks by collecting max profit and just have some spending money in my pocket for the weekend maybe. So that was the only other play I have open and I made this week. I did not open up any other positions. In fact, I don't have that much dry powder left if I wanted to open up another position, but I'm okay with that because it's almost the end of the week. It's just 2 more trading days left. And again, you know, for the past 3 days now, I haven't really seen anything that was appealing to me in terms of plays I should open up. So I'm perfectly fine with that. Let's take a look at silver because I knew a bunch of my members in the Discord server have plays on silver. So silver did open up green. It did dipped down a little bit, but still closed green. So hopefully, to my viewers that maybe have options open on silver or have shares, hopefully you're doing okay and your stocks or your trades are not getting tested or, dare I say, in the money. Another stock, so we mentioned Tesla, right? So Tesla's doing that 5-to-1 stock split, which was announced. And, as expected, Tesla's stock just skyrocketed. I believe Tesla was up about 7% after hours yesterday when it got announced. It opened up just about 7% and actually ended up closing the day up roughly about 12.5% or a little over 12.5%. So absolutely crazy. I mean, if you're not familiar with how a stock split is going to work, so Tesla said it's going to be 5-to-1. So for example, if it happened today, Tesla's trading at $1,556. If the stock split were to happen today, you would just divide that by 5. And so Tesla would be trading for about $311 after the 5-to-1 stock split if the price stays at $15.56. So still a pretty pricey stock, but a little bit more attainable than the $1,500 share price where it currently is. I mean, if you want to trade options on it in terms of cash secured puts or covered calls, I mean, you would need 100 shares, right? So that's going to be about $31,000 in collateral. So still a little bit out of my price range, but I don't think I would want to sell options on Tesla even at that price because Tesla is just too volatile of a stock. I mean, just take a look at the 1-year graph here. Not long ago, I mean, back in March, Tesla was $361. It 5x'd since March. I mean, that's insanity. That's basically Tesla going parabolic. So way too volatile. I mean, if you own Tesla in the 200, 300, 400s, good on you because you've, more than doubled your money in a couple months, which is unheard of in the stock market. So that was Tesla's breaking news yesterday, but overall kind of boring trading day for me. Like I said, I just opened up a few meme options on Virgin Galactic. Let's take a look at AMD because AMD, and I don't know why it did this, but AMD took off like a rocket again today. I mean, AMD was kind of beaten down the past 2 days. I mean, look at this week from August 7th until about end of day yesterday. AMD got hit by about 10.6% for the week. And then I don't know what got into AMD. I don't know if any good news came out. I haven't seen it if it did, but AMD decided, it doesn't want to do that anymore. And it took off to finish about 7.4% up for the day. So, I mentioned in my video from yesterday and the day before that I was peeking at AMD, thinking about getting a trade on there, but now I'm regretting it because if I had opened up some puts in the mid to low 70s, I would have been secure and profitable, at least as of the end of today. But, what are you going to do? I also have been looking at Micron lately, and Micron's been, in retrospect, it would have been a good stock to open up a trade on because it's been trading pretty much flat all week long. And let's just take a look at the trading view chart on Micron. And, I drew these channels here very quickly a few days ago. And, again, Micron, just to stretch this out a little bit, it did dip below this kind of makeshift support level I drew, but then it bounced right back up. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with Micron tomorrow because it's right on this line. So does it want to break through and then trade lower into the high 40s? Or does it actually want to bounce off the line and again trade in this channel? We'll have to wait and see for confirmation tomorrow, but looking at the squeeze indicator, there is bullish momentum on the squeeze indicator. RSI is not really overbought, not really oversold, and it does look like it's crossing through the Ichimoku cloud, so maybe we're going into more of a bullish trend on Micron. But, I wonder if this is going to do what AMD was doing, because AMD also traded in a channel very similar to this before it just took off like a rocket to the 70s and 80s. So I wonder if Micron is going to do the same thing because a lot of the other semi stocks, like aside from Intel, but Nvidia have been doing well. Qualcomm did well after earnings. So semis have really been doing well as of late. And for some reason, Micron is lagging behind. And I don't think it's because of any bad news. So maybe Micron is also due for an AMD-like breakout. I'm not sure. But I've been keeping my eye on it. Let's take a look at DraftKings. I know over this past few videos, I've said don't play DraftKings, but you probably would have been okay. DraftKings was bullish for the past trading day. It is close to being overbought on the RSI curve here. If you had sold options on DraftKings at like the low 30s, like 30, 31, maybe even 32, you're probably looking okay. And just remember that DraftKings has earnings pre-market Friday morning this week. So going to be a lot of volatility, but I did mention in my video from this past weekend that if I were to play earnings on DraftKings, I may want to close out early just because I don't know what the ticker is going to do. Because right now, college football, or at least the big conferences in college football, have canceled the football season. And right now there's uncertainty as to whether the NFL is going to cancel its season or not. So we'll have to wait and see. But I think any sort of bad sporting news that comes out, especially in the NFL, which is probably one of the largest contributors of DraftKings revenue, is going to send the stock tanking, I would imagine. So I did stay out of DraftKings this week, but I did just keep my eye on it just out of curiosity. Let's take a look at Virgin Galactic here. I mean, this is what's a little bit concerning to me, that it has been on a downtrend lately. I mean, it was at a peak of about 27 back in end of July, and it's just been selling off since then to about 18. So we've sold off about $10 in roughly, about half a month to a month, going from about mid to end of July to early to mid-August, so about half a month. So who knows where the bottom is? I mean, I'm looking at this line here. If I were to draw a support level roughly at, let's say, about $15, just because it looks like it has touched that point in the past few months, but then bounced back up. So who knows? There also is this Fibonacci level here, which is a 23.6% Fibonacci level, to see if it's going to bounce off that or break through. But again, my puts are at 1350, which are right around here. So, I mean, those levels haven't been seen in Virgin Galactic since about early April. So I think those are going to be secure. I think I'm just going to ride them to max profit this week. But yeah, that was my week of trading so far. That was my day of trading today. Again, if you're not in the Discord server already, make sure you get in there while it's still free. There's a lot of people that basically live chat all throughout market hours, a lot of good information. We just like to have a good time while hopefully making money at the same time. If you have any questions or comments, get in the Discord, leave them there for more responsive feedback, or you can just leave a comment in the YouTube comments below. As always, happy trading.